Hello, hi guys. Welcome to this final part of the four-part series on salvation. If you're just tuning in now, my name is Joy, and yeah, welcome to my channel. Like, share, subscribe, so that other people get to watch this good stuff. So yeah, in this part, I want to share about kind of my life after salvation, and it's so much like I don't know what exactly to share, but I will say in a nutshell that the decision for me to get saved and accept Christ into my heart has been the biggest decision I've ever made. Like the biggest decision I've ever made. And I don't know, I've made a lot of decisions, but this one has been big, because it's affected my life. It's affected how I see things and how I do things and what I do not do, how I speak, who I speak to, like just everything, you know? And that's why it's a big decision. But besides just being big and important, it's also been the best decision I've made. Like it's been the best thing I have ever done in my life. Like if there's a good decision that I have made, it has been to be a Christian because I don't know what else I could have been. Like I don't know. And when I look back at my life, my biggest regret would be not to have made the decision earlier. Like if I knew what I know now, I think I would have been saved at 5 years old. Like I would have really been saved earlier. I would have like yeah. I think sometimes to be honest, I look back and I'm like, man, I would have been so ahead in life if I was a Christian earlier. Like I would have just like in Swahili we say ningekuwa mbali. Like I would have been far in life, you know. But anyway, it is what it is. I came to know Christ in my early 20s. So yeah, I thank God that it happened. The biggest difference has been like my understanding of identity. Like who am I? Because that was like my biggest problem. I was just like, outside of me being my parents' child, a sister, like a cousin, somebody who comes from this country, who lives in this neighborhood, who went to this school and has this circle of friends. Like, if all that is taken away from me, who am I? I didn't know. I didn't know who I was outside of the things that were around me. And when I came to know Christ, I found an identity that I loved and that I just wanted to hold on to for the rest of my life. I was like, yes, I want to be a child of God. Like, I want to be a child of the King of Kings. I want to be a friend of God. Like, I want to have a relationship with this man called Jesus Christ who came and he died for my sins and loved me even when I was dead in my sins. Like, I want that. Yes, sign me up. Like, I was ready. Like, I'm like, yes, like, I want to be part of this. Like, I want this. Like, that's the kind of identity I wanted to have. And so life after being saved has been like knowing that as my new identity. Okay, now that that was my new identity, followed a change in actions and in character. So I was like, okay, now that I'm a child of God, there are certain things that I just can't be doing anymore. I was like, there's certain places I don't want to be going anymore. There are certain things I don't want to be putting in my body anymore. There are certain people that I was just like, I feel like they're not aligned with who I'm becoming anymore. So I got new relationships, new friends, like new areas that I was like frequenting. I even got new hobbies. Like I started like hiking more. I started loving nature a lot more. I'm not saying everybody who becomes a Christian needs to hike and love nature. I'm just saying what happened to me, right? So yeah, that's practically what happened. But I think my emphasis here is just to say that everything that I did afterwards or stopped doing was rooted in me having a new identity in Christ. That's really what was it that was what it was. That's what kind of like triggered all my action changes and my behavior changes. Was I just feel like I'm a new person and this new person is just moving in a different way, right? Um and in addition to that, I also just want to say that it's not like I became or I am even like a perfect person and I'm doing everything perfectly. Far from it. If anything, it's more like I'm imperfect, but I know a perfect God, you know? I'm imperfect, but I believe that I have the Spirit of God that lives inside of me, and it's the Spirit of the living God. And that just reminds me that I can do everything. Like, there's everything I need in me to do what God has called me to do. Whether that's obedience, walking in purity, walking in holiness, being kind, like bearing the fruits of the Spirit of God, and walking this Christian life out. I'm able to do that because I have the Spirit of God living inside of me. So even when I fail, I just come back to that thing of identity. It's still a journey, but it's a journey that I'm loving and it has its ups and downs. But even in the ups and downs, it's like I still have so much hope, and just being like, God is still good. God is still merciful. Even when I'm disappointed, even when things don't go my way, I still have a living hope in those moments. So yeah, that's what it's been like. I pray that this video has been an encouragement. I pray that it's been a reminder to you that um, God is still enthroned. He is still doing good stuff, and even after you do give your life to Christ, even in those like difficult times, like He's still there with you. And yeah, I feel like I've really, really rambled on in this. I want to emphasize just that I think I've said it before, but to be saved is a work of the Spirit of God. It's not something that we cook up inside of ourselves. And yeah, so maybe be patient with the people that you love who are not saved yet. Continue to pray for them, and just continue to be a reflection of Christ for them while they're still on their journey. And if it is the will of God at the right time, they'll also come to Christ. So yeah, it's not easy, but yeah, be encouraged to stay in prayer for your friends and your family. And yeah, also be encouraged in your own journey of faith, because I know that there are times of doubt and fear and disappointment and discouragement. Um, but God is still good. And I hope you know that He sees you and He is with you in that moment. So yeah, that is a bit about me and where I am, to be honest, in life. So I hope this gives you a bit of insight into my business and my life. So yeah, have a good day, and yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment, and yeah, that's it. Bye.